Hi, I'm JP Montalvan, your sales, service, and success advisor. On this episode, Peaceful in Potomac, we'll be speaking with Susan, who's going to be moving on to Florida. What does it mean for her house? What memories does she have? And what does selling her home look like? That's next on Selling DC. One year ago, Susan approached my team and I about selling her home in the Potomac Rockville area of Maryland. Now, she had a lot of questions, as most sellers do, about what she needed to do next. This episode is about all of what she did and what we helped her to do in selling her home so that she could make her move to Tampa, Florida. Let's go. Let's talk a little bit more about what's exciting about Tampa. You're moving to a 55 plus community. It's a great spot.
That's right.
What was your inspiration to move to Tampa?
My inspiration, I love the west coast of Florida. Mm-hmm. My husband and I vacationed there many, many times and often talked about wanting to live there. It's an ideal spot. I love that particular area. I really love the city of Sarasota. And it turns out that I'm a little less than an hour away from Sarasota, where I'll be living, which is ideal. I have a dear friend there and a community that I'm going to be a part of. It's a diverse, beautiful area with amazing weather.
When we're talking about getting top dollar for your home, we might talk renovation. I'm often asked, should I renovate? Well, Remodeling Magazine does an annual survey of what value they place on specific projects. The challenge is the answer to the question is hyperlocal. Ask your great agent, does this make sense? What's it going to cost? What's the relative return on investment? We can compare one home in the neighborhood and another that has or hasn't been renovated and see what you're going to get. Let's talk about that next. So Susan, one of the things we're super impressed with is how this kitchen came out. Came out fantastic. Mm-hmm. We recommended that you reface the cabinets because that was going to freshen the look. Let's talk about the refacing. How did you feel with how it came out?
I think it's fantastic. It changes the entire look and feel of the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's incredible because what refacing is, so that everyone understands, is that it's a new door, right?
Exactly.
And so they come in, they give the door a fresh look, and this is a shaker style, which is very fresh, classic.
Exactly.
And then on the inside here, what we have is we have a film that's applied to the base cabinet because your cabinets were in terrific shape.
They were.
We just wanted to give it a fresh look.
That's right.
Yeah, it came out fabulous.
Yes.
And I love the trim that they,
yes, I love the
molding
yeah.
came out fantastic. And so everything just right now pops.
It does. It does. I love it.
Wonderful. When I first visited you, what I shared with you is that today people are looking for renovated homes, right? They're looking for homes that are ready to go, move-in condition, because number one, their time is very limited. And number two, money is cheap, right? Money, interest rates are low. And so people would rather spend a little bit more for a home that's ready to go than to spend less on a home that they have to fix up.
What they would spend, you can't put a price tag on what you spend in time and energy when you're doing a renovation.
You definitely cannot put a price tag on that.
Right.
So when it came to your renovation, it turned out fantastic.
Yes.
And I know that's going to give you a tremendous return on your investment. In terms of two things. Number one, did you get some joy out of the renovation yourself? Because you did it about 6 to 12 months before you were putting your home on the market.
So it's been fun living in my home, knowing that I'm going to be selling it, but as you say, I've gotten about 6 months of living in this beautifully renovated home. So I do recommend that if people are in the process and they have a long lead time like I do, just do it. Then enjoy living in it.
Fantastic.
I think that's really important.
When it comes to great marketing, 3 things that we focus on. Number 1, tell a great story. That includes what Susan's memories are in the home. Number 2, help someone mentally move in. We create a floor plan that helps them place furniture. Number 3, great photography. How is it going to attract someone to the home so that they can think about making it their home? So the next steps as it relates to pricing is, number 1, we're going to put together a fresh valuation report.
Okay.
Which will include not only homes nearby, but homes that are a bit farther out. So
Okay.
we usually go about a mile.
Good.
Any
I like
more
that.
than that is a bit too far.
But I like that.
It gives us a good comparison point. So in preparing for our conversation today, what I've done is I've put together the most up-to-date valuation report for the home. So the renovation quality of your house is higher. Homes in Orchard Ridge are selling for higher than homes in other neighborhoods. And so we have to factor that in. When we're talking about selling DC, we're not just talking about sales and price and marketing. We're talking about memories, because memories are what make a home special, and a special home is a home that sells. Let's talk about what Susan's memories in this home look like. This is such a great home, and I imagine it's hard to pick one spot
It
that's
really
your
is.
favorite.
Yeah.
Now I imagine this might be that room.
You're exactly right. You know, it's called the family room for a reason.
Sure.
And this is where my family lived and enjoyed. My daughter was here from her teenage years on.
Yes.
And she went to Penn State, and she and my husband were avid football fans.
Sure.
And that all took place in this room.
Fantastic. As a fellow Big Tenner, and I'm a Michigan guy, so we won't comment about Penn State, but I can totally understand how this would be a great room for taking those experiences and cherishing them.
Yes, it has the right name.
It does. Absolutely. So Susan, such a great house and so many fantastic rooms. Share this room. You had some special memories about how you used this room in the home.
That's right. When we first moved in, we used this as a sitting room.
Yes.
Off of the master. And I'm a writer, so this was my comfortable place to be creative, to read, to write.
Sure.
And then as our needs changed, it became an exercise room, and we were able to close the doors, have it be its own separate room. And I have loved the versatility of it.
Yeah, it's right between the master and also could be a guest room, right?
It
Because
certainly could.
there's the doors and you're using it as an exercise room now. So treadmill. So how does this operation
How
work?
does this operate? Just like this.
Just like this. So sometimes selling a home is a race,
It is indeed.
right? I feel like we're in that race right now.
We are.
So I promise that I'll do it. Can I get off if I promise that we'll get a great result?
Absolutely. I'll let you off. There you go.
All right. Woo. That was good. All right.
That was a good one.
All right, so we are here to talk about your neighborhood. So
Yes.
share with a little bit about the neighborhood, because as you know, most people don't just buy a home, they buy the neighborhood. So
They do.
what do you love about the neighborhood?
They do. This is a really friendly neighborhood, and it has a lot of diversity in terms of age and lifestyle, which is wonderful. And this neighborhood, even though it looks like it's in Potomac
Yes.
and has a Potomac zip code, is actually in the City of Rockville.
How about that?
Which I love.
Absolutely.
I love. They are very, very conscious of doing things positively for their citizens. They take care of the trees outside. They actually plow the snow
Sure.
before anybody else in the whole area.
That's right.
You know, we're ready to go even before sometimes the main roads are.
Sure.
It's really quite fantastic.
Wonderful.
It's a good city to live in.
Yeah, City of Rockville is an incorporated, so that people know it's an incorporated city.
Exactly.
Which is different than Potomac proper,
That's
which
right.
is outside. It's part of Montgomery County, and Montgomery County services it.
That's
it's
right.
Historical that Potomac was actually a Rockville zip code. I think we've talked a
Exactly.
little bit about that.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
here we're within the City of Rockville. Fantastic. Good.
Yeah.
In this episode of Selling DC, we spoke with Susan, who shared wonderful memories of her time in the home. Because a home isn't four walls and a roof. It's a place that creates memories for you, for your friends, and for your family. So, we're going to learn more next time about what happened with her experience in selling the home and also how she's doing with her new home in Florida. Remember, post your comments below. What questions did this episode bring out in you? We'd love to help. Subscribe and follow, and we'll see you next time on Selling DC.